Hi, my name is Juanita Stephen. I attend El Cerrito High School, and I have maintained a 4.0 GPA, and I will be attending Lincoln University in Missouri in the fall. So here's my story. I have lived in Richmond, California for the majority of my life. The city has transformed tremendously just in the years that I have spent here. However, there is still room for improvements. I walk the streets every day of Richmond and see homeless people with their cardboard signs and a cup in their hand. Through food giveaways, homeless shelters, and clothing donations, a lot more people have been able to have a little less to worry about each day. You see, I have been on the other hand of giving from this community. I have lived in a shelter with my family. I have stood in those lines waiting for the church to open so that I can assure that I would have food for the following week. Even members of the church I attend knew my family was in trouble and gave my sister and me new outfits, for which I am grateful. I never felt embarrassed that people knew of my family's financial troubles, because if they did not know, they would not have been able to help us, and without help, I'm not sure where I would be. And because of many Richmond residents' generosity, I give back. I know firsthand how it feels to get a load of food and not have to worry if you would be starving that night. So I help to distribute food at my father's masjid. I greet the people in the line and make sure they know they are welcome to return the next week. This is often the best part of my week. This food distribution allows me to be a part of a community coming together to help those who are less fortunate. I owe a huge thanks to those who have helped me, like Jacqueline Rushing and the Young Scholars Program, who are partners to the Ed Fund, and helped me to be ready to matriculate to college. There's a saying, to whom much is given, much is required. I have been given so much that I know it is a requirement for me to give back to others. Having a college education will enable me to help in significant ways and to teach others the importance of philanthropy. I thank the Ed Fund, all of you, and my community for your support. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dilan Pedraza. I am a junior now at Chico State. I am a pre-law student, and I hope to attend Yale Law School someday. So I grew up an average kid here in Richmond, California. Mother worked all night, slept all day, father nowhere to be found. As I grew up in elementary, I was a bright kid. I won awards left to right, recognitions left to right, and my parents were never in the stands. As I entered middle school, I adopted a different lifestyle. I got into drugs, suspension after suspension, bad grade after bad grade. This followed on to high school. Same negative lifestyle that this city offers. I didn't care about school. Why should I? No one at home did. Towards the end of my sophomore year, I got expelled for punching the principal in the face. I was expelled and sent to an expulsion program where I was secluded to a portable for 8 hours, 5 times a week. And during the time I was there, I think to myself, who deserves this? I don't deserve this. And to this day, I don't think anyone deserves that. So I went back to John F. Kennedy High School, and I enrolled in a full load of AP courses. And I said, you know what? I don't deserve this. I'm smarter than that. I'm going to college. I am. And I used to tell my teachers, hey, I'm going to college. And they used to ridicule me at my feeble attempt to get to college. They used to tell me, just focus on graduating. Hey, you know what? If you get to college, I'm going to take you out to dinner. The time for college applications came around, and I poured in my heart. I told my story in those personal statements. And fortunately, I got into 6 of the 8 universities I applied to. As I came home one day, I opened my college acceptance letter and I cried. I didn't know if I cried because I actually did it or if I cried because I knew I couldn't afford it. I had another obstacle. I was undocumented and I knew I would not be able to get any financial aid whatsoever. I used to cry myself to sleep every night, but I kept pushing forward because I had gotten so far and I was not going to stop there. So I started applying to scholarships, and thanks to programs like the Ed Fund, I'm able to attend a 4-year university now. I've been on the dean's list 2 consecutive times. I finished with straight A's this semester. I started the first undocumented student group at CSU Chico. I met with the president of the university. I know I've made so many resources, and you know what? And that kid that was expelled, he's now applying at Yale Law School next year. And it's all thanks to this program, to programs like the Ed Fund, because they helped me realize my dream. And I'd like to think that the moral of my story is, with hard work and dedication, anything's possible. So you students down there, anything's possible. You know, obstacles, there is no obstacles. Knock them down every time they're presented in front of you. So with that being said, thank you, and I want to congratulate all of you. Thank you.